Check, 1, 2, check. Check, 1, 2, check. Looks like it's going to be a portrait time again. I've already gessoed the next page. I'll have to leave that one kind of open. It's almost dried. Alright, I'm going to do another portrait. I'm not going to leave you guessing. I'm going to do a photo I found of Mark Twain. It's a photo and let me start sketching it out here. So we'll do the top of the hair here. We'll start his nose about here. I already had a dinner, so do 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 do. Do 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 do. He really got some thick eyebrows, this guy. I'll show you the picture once I get most of it sketched out here. Mark Twain. He was accomplished writer. You probably remember reading his stories in school. Ugh. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we will soon see, won't we? And after this, I'm going to do a landscape. Uh, do. Ah, it's pretty hard sketching like this, standing up, and then being on the, this is on an angle. Do, 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 do. All right, it's getting there. I like that he has this really simple shirt on. Makes it quite easy to do this lower section. Really simple shirt on here. Alright, this is what's going to make it or break it here. The hair. He kind of had hair like Einstein, huh? Alright, there's my sketch. That kind of hurt my back. So I'm going to draw the dark areas here. Do some shading, I mean. This is all a mustache in here, believe it or not. Here's the picture of him. Mark Twain. Everybody know the stories that he wrote? One of the, probably the best literature writers ever, I'm thinking. Dark eyebrows. So after this, I'm going to do a landscape, and then if I have enough battery left, I was going to do a picture of Jesus in my own style without even looking at a picture, just freehand. See how it comes out. Oh, if my back will hold up. All right, here we go. So I'm going to basically start this like I did. Actually, I'm going to start this one a little different. I'm going to start with the back this time. I'm just going to use the same technique from my last painting. I'm going to use a lot of burnt sienna for the main light color. Let me see something here. I don't think I have all the shadows in yet that I want. Got the lines here, but there's more shadows like around his ears and stuff. Eye. He's got a few wrinkles like, what's his name had? Michelangelo. All right, I think that's enough. All right, let's get started. All right, here we go. Mark Twain. Did you guys see the new easel thing, or not easel, palette thing I bought? So I can hold it in my hands. Oh, I was going to start with the background today with just a light burnt sienna. I'm using a little bit of linseed oil. I got to try and stay on. I didn't gesso the whole thing to the edge. So I got to try and stay on the paper. The gesso, I mean. a lot of, there's a lot of ways different people, start their portraits. You could start with, a lot of people start with this background and then they work their way in to the face. So, I mean, there's a lot of people start with the eyes. So it's up to you, however you want to start your portraits. Just going for a simple background, so this is just burnt sienna. I'll let it set up for a bit and then I'll blend it down. Blend it a little bit. So now we're going to start with burnt umber. We're going to outline everything with a burnt umber. Start with his eyes here. I don't liner brush, so I'm having to use this. It's a number 2 round. It's all I have. But if you touch it just light enough, you can get a nice fine line on it. So since it's Christmas, I'm going to do a picture of Jesus, probably at the end of the night. I'm hoping I have enough in till then. A lot of times my iPad will go dead, but I did bring my charger into the kitchen here. Sometimes I like to, I moved that from my studio into the kitchen area here because I like to change the scenery every once in a while from where I'm working. The atmosphere. You could tell in the picture his mustache, he had a little bit of curl there, so he must have twisted his mustache a lot on the left side. He probably twisted it while he was writing. Is my guess. I don't know what that is. It's looking pretty good for, how long have I, 26 minutes, wow. It must have taken me a while to sketch that out. I did Michelangelo. When I first started doing it, somebody thought it was like Abraham Lincoln. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it looked like him. I don't know. I think he was kind of clowning with me. I'm using a really easy color palette. Uh, it's for me. It's for me because I'm practicing in the face. I gonna be just a few different colors on this painting because it's just teaching me how to do the shadows and stuff on the face. I've done a lot of portraits, but it was with acrylic paint. So I've only done a few with oil. So this is pretty fun for me. I'm going to try and move a little quick. Alright, so for the skin tone, what I'm going to do, so since the photo I have, it's a black and white photo. So I'm just right off the bat going to make his lip, you know, pink here. Just assuming that he had red lips. Pink lips, whatever. And there's just it's not black, but there's a shadow under his lips here. And let's see if there's any light. Yeah, there's light. Now there's different ways you could do the light on the lips. You could take a clean brush and just take some paint like this. To create the light. You just, what you do is you clean your brush off, and then kind of wipe away some of the paint to create the lighting. It's one way you can do it. It looks like his mustache and eyebrows are really black. I'm going to do his hair next. Looks like he went gray pretty early in life, but this picture, he's still got some dark hair left. So I'm going to do his hair dark and then put some light shadows here and there. So let's see. You see what it looks like. I think that'll work. It could even be a little darker. I'm just going to add I need more black on my palette anyway. Yeah, after this I'll do a quick landscape. That's my forte. I can get a landscape done pretty quick. I use a chip brush. To design it. Let me put this back up here. I want to get some detail on his eye here. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da. Starting to look like him already. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. I know it's kind of this, you know, stuff is boring, but I'll try and maybe I could tell you some stories about. I lived in Vegas for over 20 years. I was working as a plumber in Vegas. I hit this, I used to go to the casinos and I'd play Keno. Have you ever heard of Keno? So they have these jackpots. They have these jackpots that they up, and I hit 8 out of 8 on Keno, and it was, I think it was $30,000. I hit all 8 numbers on a machine, and I thought they were gonna like give me a check, right? But they paid cash. I had to walk out of that casino with, they gave me like a manila envelope with $38,000 in it. And they're like, "You want security to walk you out?" I said, "Nah," because I was like young and I was in pretty good shape back then. I go, think, he goes, "There's people that probably saw you hit it and they could follow you out to the car." So I had someone walk me out to my car and they waited till I got in and so that was cool. So I was like, I was, oh, and it was on a Saturday evening, right? When that happened. So, because I was going to go right to the bank, but the banks were already closed, right? So, Saturday evening, banks are closed. I got almost $40,000 in cash. And so I had to find a place to hide it at home. And I must have changed that spot uh, 6 times, because it had to stay there Sunday, and it had to stay there all Saturday night, Sunday, and then Monday while I was at work till I got home to go to the bank. So I was like, man, you don't realize, when I've never had that much money before. You're like, kind of freaks you out, you know. So, I mean, you can win in Vegas. It seems like it goes in cycles. If you're playing the machines in Vegas, like if you get on a roll, uh, I wouldn't call it luck. It's just because after I hit that, all that money, I started playing like dollar poker, which is like if you hit a royal flush, you automatically get like $1,000. And I hit that like a couple days after I won all that money. I go flush on dollars, dollar machine. All right, so there's his hair. I'm gonna try something. This is like a technique I was using on my Michelangelo. I think it'll work. In fact, I know it'll work, but I need the other brush. So we're going to put in his doesn't seem to be working right. Let me try a fan brush. Alright, I'll have to put color in there, that's alright. This will help me get an idea, because his hair kind of is really curly. And I'll make like a light. Alright, that's not going to work. I'll figure something. I know how to do his hair. Alright, so I gotta clean this. I'm gonna lay in for the face a very light coat of burnt sienna. I'm trying to make it like an old painting. almost thinking I should, I can't get it any lighter. I don't want any white in it because it'll make it look opaque. Right, burnt sienna is kind of like translucent. But I wish it was a little lighter. Get a dip brush. That's how you make it lighter. I'm going to try and bend this just to get it look softer. I mean, everybody has their own style of doing portraits. And there's plenty of different styles out there. I haven't seen anybody doing it like this though. If I keep working at it, eventually you master your style, and then it'll start looking really good. All right, it's getting there. All right, let me put some of these lines back in now. I usually don't like doing like this much detail work, but I'm getting used to it. Uh, it's time to put the light in now. This is how I did the Michelangelo one to create the light. I wiped away some of the dark color, and it's revealing the uh, white paper underneath. And then when I blend it all out, it should look pretty cool. I'll blend it out again and I mean, I've never seen anybody do it like this, so if you think it's cool, I would do it. It's getting there. I might have to let me blend it down now. So I can see where I'm at. Getting there. Oh, I know you. His nose. I lost the nose. That's why I'm having a hard time with it. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Having a hard time with this one, getting it right here. Can't seem to get his nose right. I got this here. Oh, I see. This comes all the way down to the mustache. And then he's got a hard nose, man. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Oh, I see. There we go. It's funny if you got something up like his eyebrow, it makes everything else look off. This one's a little difficult. I may have to do some more shadows or something. Let me do the shirt. Take a break from the face for a while. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Here, let me see who's in here. Sorry, I haven't been checking the chat room. We're probably getting some funny. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I won't give up till I get this right. Well, I don't, I kind of blend a lot of what I do, which is I know a lot of artists won't blend, but I kind of like blending. I mean, I'll place, a brush stroke here and there, but I think once I get it, all the shading in his nose right. If I can get his nose right, I think it'll start getting a little better. Sometimes I'll have issues with, I haven't done many portraits, that's why I'm practicing, but sometimes it's the eyes that I can't get right. Sometimes this one, it's the nose. But I think if I start back at square one, I can get nose fixed up here. I'm just taking a little break from it. I appreciate it. I have a lot of art on my channel if you want to go check it out if you have time. I've been doing landscapes for years, and then I kind of wanted to start doing portraits again. I started out with portraits way back in like 1995. You could probably find some of my portraits on eBay. I did Marilyn Monroe, kind of like pop art. Marilyn Monroe, Charlie Chaplin, a lot of sports guys. A lot of Chicago stuff. I was born in Chicago, so I did a lot of Walter Payton. Would sell it on eBay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do after this. There's one on the wall up there I did the other day. That's in oil. I never finished it. I was supposed to buy a liner brush. This is starting to look good. Here's the one I did earlier in the same style. What did I do that's different here? Which one? The first one? The first one, this is Michelangelo. He's got his head turned a little to the side. Plus, there's more beard. I think this is lighter, the color on the face. Somehow, I think I used the wrong color for the face here. But it's getting there. Plus, this one's a little bigger. Let's see if I can fix the nose. I think that's where I'm having an issue. I think it's this dark line's got to disappear in this line. And oh, this comes way out here. Yeah. Oh, I might have his nose too big. There we go. Yeah, I have his nose. His nose is a little too long. So I can't really do anything about it. I should have caught that when I sketched it out. But that's when you don't like do the proportions. Like the mustache should be probably starting, up here a little higher. I can try and correct it, but it would take a while. But I'll keep going with what I have. Let's see if I can see what I can do here. We'll try using some white. Let me fix his nose. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Ba-da-now, now. Ba-da-now, now, now, now.